We start this bulletin with breaking news coming in. Oakbay Investments has submitted an affidavit in response to the Minister of Finance 2016 application. The group has called on the High Court to dismiss Gordhan's bizarre application. It says the minister's reliance on the list of 72 purported suspicious transaction reports is misplaced. Oakbay says it has never suggested that the minister is required to intervene in the bank-customer relationship. There is no contested legal issue here, and there is never any reason for the minister to bring this application. Oakbay demands the court should therefore decline to grant the relief sought by the minister and dismiss the minister's application with costs. Just a recap of our breaking news coming in there. There is no contested legal issue. This is the word that is coming from Oakbay Investments, as they have submitted an affidavit in response to the Minister of Finance 2006 application. The group has called on the High Court to dismiss Gordhan's bizarre application. It says that the minister's reliance on the list of 72 purported suspicious transaction reports is misplaced. Oakbay says it has never suggested that the minister is required to intervene in the bank-customer relationship. There is no contested legal issue here, and there is never any reason for the minister to bring this application. Oakbay demands the court should therefore decline to grant the relief sought by the minister and dismiss the minister's application with costs. Our political analyst is in studio to weigh in on this issue. Sifiso Mahlangwe is in studio. So, a very good afternoon to you as we continue to dissect this issue and analyze what's going on here. Oakbay has filed an application saying this should be dismissed. There's no need. They have made it very clear that they have no issue with the Minister Gordhan, and there's no need for him to be filing this affidavit. Your reaction?
Not surprising. Mr. Gordhan has gone to the courts to seek a gagging order, and that was to make sure that he isn't, by law, which is the law of the Republic, because he is the finance minister. And so he was expected to speak because he is the highest financial person or the highest financial institution, the highest financial entity in this country. So it was, of course, desired of him to engage this, as in to say, why are these bank accounts closed? Can the banks prove it? Is there any legal proof? Are there any legal findings of these transactions? And as the finance minister, he was supposed to inquire. But what he went ahead and did was gone to the bank and asked for the banks to allow him not to say a thing. It was to get a gagging order so that he doesn't have to speak. He doesn't have to intervene. And now Oakbay is saying, but Minister, nobody asked you to intervene if that was not your constitutional duty anyway, as if that was not your responsibility in the first place. So why do you not want to get involved? Because you are the highest body anyway. Why do you not want to say anything anyway? And I think this is a connection to the case released this week, or the document that slipped out of the Office of the Public Protector for then the current minister to not say a word, because he will now be entitled, as in many other instances to come, where he will not comment. And so he hasn't commented on ABSA. He does not want to comment on the case Oakbay versus the bank. And this was from him a gagging order, not to say anything at all. And what the public outcry is about is saying, you've continued to insinuate and highlight that there's been some illegal or some unscrupulous, or rather some interesting transactions in the Oakbay/Gupta family accounts. Let's bring them out in the open. And when the minister is called upon to bring those things out in the open from the courts of public opinion, he now wants a gagging order to not intervene in the case. And the Gupta family, the Oakbay, has now come out and released a press statement to say, but we've never gone to the minister to say we want his protection. It is the minister who wants the court's protection. So our question is why? Oakbay in the statement says, all we were concerned of is why the banks have closed their accounts. If there is a financial if there's any financial misconduct, then the bank should come forth and release those documents. If vis-a-vis this is politically intended, if this is a political collusion.
If there's any proof at all that
if
these transactions are
if there's any
suspicious,
proof at all.
let's bring it out and see what happens there. Also with the Finance Minister having shown concern and making it public that is very concerned about the job losses, possible job losses at Oakbay, and then we see him persisting with this application with the court, that seems to be very unwarranted.